Hello, my name is Greg Alston. I am the CEO of RxVIP, and I have something very important I want to share with you. You see, I believe the healthcare system has been taken over by insurance companies and MBAs, and the actual care of patients has gotten lost. And I've seen so many issues and so many problems that my company has put together what we believe is a extremely important offer for you, and I want to show it to you right now. The Wellness Prescription Checkup is what it's called, and this is a new solution to save hundreds of dollars a year on your medical and drug bill, and it can also reduce your risk of serious injury and quite possibly save your life. The Wellness Prescription Checkup is a unique cost-saving and life-saving tool because it's the only one run by pharmacists who care about you as a person, as an individual, as a member of our community. Our care team of pharmacy professionals gathers all your important information from all the sources, all the doctors, all the pharmacies that you go to, all the OTCs, all the herbals, all the vitamins, everything that you take. And then we find ways to save you money and reduce your risks of having negative side effects that will end up putting you in the hospital and costing you a ton of money. If you or someone you know and love can answer yes to any of these questions, then you should consider getting a wellness prescription checkup. Do you take prescription medications? Have you ever had a bad reaction to a medication? Have you ever wanted more information about a drug to decide whether you even want to take it? Have you ever not taken medication due to the cost? And have you ever wanted to safely reduce the number of drugs that you take without damaging your health? The Wellness Prescription Checkup cost-saving screenings that we do include looking for unnecessary medications that you may not need to even be on any longer. It includes not only looking at generic substitutions, which can save you money, but also therapeutic substitutions. These are different forms of drugs that treat the same condition, but may not be the exact same drug, but may be a lot less expensive. We even help you with Medicare plan choices if you're on Medicare to make sure you're choosing the plan that gets you the best value for your dollar. And there's lots of other assistance programs and ways that we can save you money. But believe me, there's a lot of ways we can help save you money. Now, the life-saving screenings that we do are even more important. Acetaminophen is the #1 cause of drug overdose hospital admissions in the country. If you take more than 3 grams of acetaminophen daily, it can severely damage your liver. It is included in prescription meds, cough and cold, pain relievers, and so many other products. You don't even know how much you're taking, and the only way you can find out is to let us figure that out for you. There's also duplicate therapies. You got multiple doctors might be giving you a medication for the same thing. We can help eliminate that. We also do drug allergy, adverse reaction checks to make sure nothing that you're taking is causing you harm. And then we look for drug diagnosis mismatches where you might have a condition for which you're not being treated, or you might have a treatment for which you have not the condition. And then we look at pill burden, which is the fancy way of saying, how can we reduce the overall number of pills that you have to take every day? So how does a wellness prescription checkup work? Well, we deliver it via telehealth at a time that's convenient for you. First, we have an introductory call to get to know you, find out your history, find out what your interests are, what are your personal goals, what are the problems you're having, what are the things that you haven't been able to get answers to. Then we gather all the data that we need from all the sources to be able to get, for the first time ever, a complete list of everything that you're putting in your body so that we can make sure that you're not unintentionally harming yourself. Then we create a custom report for you based on all this adverse drug reaction checks and all the other screenings we do, including whether the drugs may have a genetic issue. And then we go over that with you. We sit there and go through line by line and then give you a report that you can take to your physician if there's anything that looks like it needs to be changed. Then if and only if you need something additional, we will point you to resources to help maybe treat your diabetes or your blood pressure or how to lose weight or do a variety of other things that may be appropriate for you based on what your personal goals are. And as always, we will advocate for you. We'll be there for you to help you get the questions answered that you haven't been able to get answered yet. But let me explain why this is so important to me. For 45 years, I've been practicing as a pharmacist since 1977. I've seen patients stop taking necessary medications because they couldn't afford it, and then they end up in the hospital with a stroke. I've seen patients spend $5,000 or more on drugs that they didn't even need, and they didn't know any better. I've seen patients get some information off the internet and make catastrophic decisions that ended up costing them their lives. Now, recently, this hit way too close to home for me. My baby brother Bill was 64 years old this last year. He was a character. He was a free Barrett. He lived in Sacramento, California. I live out here in Savannah, Georgia. So we spoke fairly often, but not as often as you were when you were kids, right? And he was diagnosed with a severe heart issue. And rather than reach out to me or someone he could trust, he went on the internet and found some herbalist who claimed he could give him some magic potion of herbs that was going to solve this heart problem. But by the time I found out what was really going on and urged him to schedule the surgery he needed right away, it was too late. The earliest they could get that surgery scheduled was 6 weeks later, and by the end of week 2, he actually had a massive heart attack and died on his kitchen floor. Now that pains me to no end to know that I could have helped him. So this is personal for me, because if I had known earlier, I could have saved my brother's life. Now, I don't want you to let this happen to you or someone you love, and I believe this is so important that I promise you that after you get your report from us, if you're dissatisfied with what we do for you, I will completely refund every penny. So please take this opportunity to save money on your medical and drug bills and protect the life of yourself or someone you love by investing in a wellness prescription checkup today. I look forward to seeing you.
To get more information about the Wellness Prescription Checkup's Medication Risk Management Program and its life-saving and cost savings value, go to thepharmacistwillseeyounow.com.